What does it look like? This thing is trigram. Right? What's the opposite of 对 in the prenatal 八卦? Yin yang, all three lines moving, change. See? Yin become yang, yang become yin, yang become yin. 更 right? Remember? So if we were to say, here's the 八卦 prenatal. 对 is over here, 更 is over here. You got it? You gotta remember this by now, right? These are the basic homework I shouldn't have to cover. Right? You should be very clear related to this. Now, what are the other two? We call this one 正. Okay. So what was 180-degree facing 正 in the prenatal 八卦? Well, same idea. Moving line, all three moving, all three change. Yin become yang, yin become yang, yang become yin. That's 180-degree opposite. Now do you understand the idea 180-degree opposite? Which means yin has to change to yang, yang has to change to yin. All of them has to change. That means 180-degree opposite. You get it? So this is called Xun. Right? So in the prenatal 八卦, in the circle mandala here, where is Zhen? Zhen is over here. Where is Xun? Xun is over here. Correct? Remember the 180-degree opposite. 180-degree opposite simply means, again, yin has to change to yang, yang has to change to yin. That's why they're 180-degree opposite. Opposite polarity, right? Very simple. Now, with this, then you understand, Qian Kun Kan Li that has the same idea, okay? See, these are the foundation. This is the basics. You don't have the foundation. How are you going to understand hexagram? Your interpretation will be off. The book of change is somebody's divination records in interpreting based on the principle of the change. Now, if your events are not the same as the event of the person in the ancient time seeking, the principle is still the same, but the phenomena, the condition never repeat the same twice. The phenomena is already not exactly the same, and the timing issue is not the same. Then your interpretation going to be accurate. Simply looking at the book and say, "Oh, that's it. That fits my profile." No, that doesn't work that way. Okay, those are for I Ching divination for dummies. With a smartphone app, toss a coin and look at our English translation on Google. That doesn't work. Okay, a lot of people took that kind of I Ching lessons and think they, think, oh, cool, it does answer, give me a lot of guidance. Yeah, it gives you some guidance, but that's not what we mean by I Ching divination. That's so elementary, so naive. That's not, you have no idea what I Ching divination is even about. Okay, so that's basically, I'm just going to say that. All right. So what does 对 mean? Okay, 对 in Chinese is written this way. See how it retains the idea? Okay. Then 更 in Chinese is written this way. Modern day writing. Okay, modern day. So which means, you got original ancient script. It's based on the ancient script, and it probably looks slightly different. Okay. Zhen, you can never find that, modern day. Remember, you got to recognize this Chinese character, your 30 friends, right? It's written this way. It's, oh, that's complicated. How can it be this? Well, because there's a long story, from then to this, right? And Xun is this way. Okay. Now, incidentally, if you don't know what this says, this is in the 12 branches. 子丑寅卯辰巳 this is 巳巳午未申酉戌亥 巳 is the name. Okay. that can represent many things. It can also, therefore, when we use a trigram, baguan, we can enumerate different things for each of the trigram. And so is we can enumerate different things for each of the heavenly stems and earthly branch. So 四 can mean many things. It represents fire. Also in the zodiac, this is snake. Now, incidentally, if you remember what we covered this is Hebrew for what? Teth. A serpent snake. Oh, see, look at this Chinese character. Yeah. You wonder, right? We simply have a more expanded head. It's the head of the cobra, basically. Like that. Like that. Here's a snake. You get it? All right. So now you have double head snake. At the bottom here, that means gong, common body, tied together. So you have a snake head over here, right? Snake head over here, double-headed snake, right? And this is tied together. That means they share the same body. Or in other words, if you don't get it yet, 女娲, Adam and Eve, 伏羲, snake body, and the top, human, 2 heads, 1 man, 1 woman. There you go. So Xun, okay. Xun has the idea, the most common phenomena, right? When we enumerate, the trigram can represent wind. Okay, wind. Which means, when Chinese say wind, it's the same as we say, in the Western elements as air. Right. So in esoteric Buddhism, when they say, the syllable ha, which, Hong is based on ha, right? Or rather just the H consonant, having to do with the air or wind blowing, right? Airflow. So Xun represent wind, right? What's the idea? There's 1 yin line, yin yao, below the 2 yang yao. Okay? So in the beginning is yin, then it turn into yang. Right? So the wind, the air has the kind of seeping through things and change them. In a way, you can think of it as like an erosion, eroding something, change them, converting them. Okay, so in other words, transformation, if you will. Put it this way: you don't breathe, you're dead. You stop breathing, you're dead. How long can you go without breathing? Six Patriarch Master Hui still, the physical body is still there. He's not breathing. Well, technically he's not dead, but he's dead to us, right? So he's dead. He never come back. If you enter samadhis, you could be there for a week or 2 weeks even, or 3 weeks, depends. And you require very little breathing, but you still breathe. And you come back. But if you don't come back and you completely stop breathing, you're dead. Dead means the physical body is done. You're not gonna resume this body anymore. Right? The air stopped. Okay. So with the Xun, we're gonna enumerate the idea of the Xun, right? Okay. So you look at this character, right? See at the bottom has this kind of split, shows this one, right? Right. So they're sharing the body entwined together, like this. The 2 yang on the top, okay, means like a 2-headed snake, right? 2-headed snake. You get it? Same idea. So Xun can also represent this kind of, in Sanskrit we say hetu is the cause, right? Literal translation into English, cause. What is the cause? In Sanskrit terms, it's called hetu. So it's based on ha. So Chinese has the same idea. Air or wind It's what carries things all over. Okay, so such idea as what? As culture. Culture. So your enumerated Shin can also, besides wind, right? It can refer to culture. Cult. Yeah, cult means culture. That is so hidden that you don't see it, but it's carried by the wind. Like in the Feng Shui, study, we say, air rides the wind, by scattered by the wind everywhere. Okay, so qi, we call it qi, not air, because air is it's like our breathing. Air, it's a very coarse form of qi. That alone is not a vital energy, but we have to breathe. That's our vital energy. Otherwise, stop breathing, you're dead. There's no more your vital energy will leave this physical bodies, right? So when we enumerate Shin, right, not only wind, it's culture. So something that carries through the qi, the flow, the life force, the flow. It's like it's like the bees carry the pollens. If the bees are dropping dead, what's going to happen? We're going to hand pollinate a lot of, that's not going to work, right? So it's culture, right? So things we say, spoken, sounds spoken, these are carried through the air, the wind. If you're in outer space, guess what? Silence. You won't hear a damn thing. Nothing carries through. Do you understand that? Did you know that? In a complete vacuum, there's no sound because there's no vibrations through the air, through the winds that carries through. So words carries the idea. So that's where culture comes from. Okay, so now you understand. I'm trying to describe to you this idea, the concept. So then you can form a list of enumerations about Shin. If you get the principle, the idea, the concept proper, right? Rather than, so you can Google it, you can Google proper, find a list of Bagua triangle, what they represent. A lot of modern people's additions, some are good, some are terrible. Okay, so we do have a list of enumerated, for each of the Bagua, right? What they can represent, many things, right? From the ancient times, which means what they have actually tested this generation after generation, so they know what which category this this items or this idea is supposed to fall under. Okay, so Shin has all this meaning. So therefore, when we say culture, this kind of thing, what carries through all this, understanding of this, like how Hong He do is what is called knowing, knowledge. See, I haven't talked about the other three, but I'm just covering the Shin. Okay, I don't want to give you a list of words and say, now memorize this when you call us or why. I'm trying to explain as best as I can with great difficulty already. I don't know how to put it into words very clearly. This kind of ideas about Shen in this case. So once you get this principle, when you look at that kind of list of this enumerated words, you're going to start to understand, oh, I can see why this falls here. Oh, I can see there's the reason, the logic of this. Okay. And this kind of reason and logic is not by pure fantasy, it's by observation, life experiences that begin to notice, yeah, these are related, these are the things. The basic A trigon, the A, if you haven't realized, in esoteric Buddhism, so we call the A great bodhisattvas. One Buddha, A bodhisattva, the 9 sons, right? What do you think this is about? Right, that's just more mythological way of describing it. I Ching is, is neutral. So there is no mythological deities attached to the signs here. The signs we use, the trigrams. Okay, these are the signs. We're looking at the signs right now, the trigrams. So each of these trigrams that is not standing alone. They all interdependent, interact with the other trigrams in the bar graphs, mandala circle. Okay? Okay, you got to grasp these ideas. So if you were to take out of context alone by itself, it doesn't mean a damn thing. Okay, you gotta understand how they relate to the others. Okay, so for example, yeah, if we were to go back, right, let's say 前 prenatal 八卦 Kun see opposite exact yin yang opposite 180 degree facing 坎离 right, what's over here 对 let's do it this way, easier to write 正 right, 训 and this is 艮 okay, so 训 where is 训 is over here